show you how to make a simple pair of cluster earrings. And in these earrings we use the technique of both opening jump rings as well as making a simple top loop. So here I started using off a jewelry kit, and this is a great way to begin because you already have the materials that you need. You'll just need a tool such as a 3-in-1, something that has the round nose for making curves, something with a flat edge as well as a cutting edge. So when you open this up, you'll begin with your instructions here, and on the back side are the earring instructions. And this is really nice because it has a simple diagram that'll show you the parts that you're going to create and lay out to actually make your earring design. First of all, I'm going to begin by getting my components together. So for this, I know I'm going to need 3 pearls. So I've got 2 small ones and a large, as well as 3 of the crystals, 2 small and a large again. And for this, I'm going to be using a head pin, which has a simple flat stop at the end. You can see that. And go ahead and thread your beads on. I'm just going to thread them all at once here so I can get this lined up, my little assembly line. And our last bead. Okay, I'm going to start by showing on the pearl here how we form a simple top loop. So once you have your bead threaded on, I'll move these out of the way. Go ahead and take your pliers, and you'll want to do a 90-degree bend here at the top, just a little bit above the bead. There we go. And we create this bend so that way when you come back and form a loop, it'll be centered nicely. So go ahead and trim about 1/4 of an inch or so. So you see you have a little tail there. Take the round nose end, I'm going to do a curve, and just continue bending around until it meets back at the center point, like so. And you want to make sure it meets as a complete loop so that your pieces don't fall apart. So now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that again. Here we are. Your bead is on the head pin. I'm going to grab just above the bead and do a bend and trim the wire about 1/4 of an inch down. And going against that, form the curve that will become the loop. Go all the way around till it meets again. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and finish making the drops. Okay. All right, at this point I've made all of the drops that I need to assemble the earring. And what I want to do now is join these jump rings here. So I'm going to show you how to open and close a jump ring the right way. The jump ring already has a little seam that you have to find where it's already been cut, and that's what you want to open it by. So it really helps to have 2 pairs of pliers here, needle nose preferably. And I'm going to use my little flat edge on this one. You can see I just do a simple twist and I've opened that. You don't want to actually take it and go against the bend because you'll rarely, if ever, be able to get it back into a circular form again. So this way you're just doing a simple side-to-side motion to open and close it. And I'm going to go ahead and form a small chain here by linking these jump rings together. When you have the seam pretty much met again, you can also just press over that to make sure it's, perfectly together. Now I'm going to do the same process with the next 2 jump rings. Actually, I can cheat a little bit since I've got 3 together. I can just loop on the 3rd one and go right to the 2nd one as well. So I'm going to bring these together. I think I've got it matched pretty well. I'm just going to press it flat to make sure it meets perfectly. So you see now I've formed a little 3-loop chain. And at this point I can refer back to the diagram for where to place these drops on here. And I've pretty much got it matched the same way. So I've got the little drops to the longer ones. And using the same process of opening and closing a loop, I'm going to add the drops to the jump rings. So to open the top loop, you want to go next to the seam and then pull this to the side just a little bit, and there you see I've opened up the top. And now I can go ahead and connect that. to the earring base. There we go. Okay, so once again, you take the drop and go ahead and open up the top loop just like you would a jump ring. You're going to find the seam, take it to the side a little bit, and you see how that's open now. And go ahead and find my jump ring to attach to here. Just slide it on, and then close this back together. Here I am to the last two drops, just to demonstrate again, opening to the side. Connect onto the jump ring, and then close my top loop again. The last drop. Find the seam, use your pliers to pull it to the side. It's now open. I'm going to connect this last piece to the top jump ring. There we go. And here I have the completed set of earrings.